Hi, welcome back. I'm Naren, and in this video, we will check how we can use question for success. So, questioning when and why we use it. So, questioning is part of our life. We ask questions to others and also to ourselves, and it is part of our reasoning process. During failures, setbacks, when you see negative surprises in your life, when you face helplessness, when you want to trust someone or judge. And for personal growth, we use questioning in our life. And what is the power that questioning has? Can it control our future? Can it control our success? Can it control our mood? Can we make these questions work for us? Questions, whether explicitly or implicitly, shape how we think, feel, act, and relate. Therefore, our questions, whether directly or indirectly, lead to our experiences, results, and relationships in life. Merrily Adams. So in the rest of the video, we will touch upon some of the thoughts from Merrily Adams' book, Change Your Questions, Change Your Life. You can also look at some of her workshop details at her website enquiryinstitute.com. Judger. So when you will become a judger? At any moment, when something impacts us through thought, feeling, and circumstance, we try to become a judger by default, where we will be more judgmental with automatic reactions, which are mainly blame focused, with a win-lose relation where we want to win and the other person or the situation have to lose. Some questions that are triggered when you are in a judger mode are: what's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? There is also another mode called learner mode, where you will have more thoughtful choices, which is solution based, and there is a win-win relation when you are in a learner mode, where you also want to win and you also want others and the situation to win. And some of the learner questions are: what's possible? What are my choices? What's best to do now? These are the questions that normally will be triggered when you are in a learner. To look at some of the judger questions to find whether in a judger mode: what's wrong with me? Whose fault is it? Why am I a failure? Why can't I do anything right? Why are they so clueless and frustrating? Why bother? Some of the learner questions to identify whether you are in a learner mode. What happened? What do I want? What's useful about this? What can I learn? What's the other person thinking, feeling, and wanting? What are my choices? What's best to do now? And what's possible? Switching. Can we switch from judger to learner with the help of questions? From failure to success? How can you get best answers without best questions? Great results begin with great questions, and questions drive results. So you can change your questions to change your thinking. So we can use a switching question to switch your lane from a judger path to a learner path, so that you can go into an observer mode where you are not reacting but you are observing your conscious choices moment by moment. So most effective communication is more about 80% asking and 20% telling. So you can use this choice map to identify whether you are in a judger mindset, where you will be asking judger questions in any situation which leads you into a judger pit. Instead, whenever you find out that you are in that react mode in a judger mindset, you can use a switching lane with switching questions which are nothing but learner questions to switch your mindset into a learner mindset, which is more about choosing, so that you can have more thoughtful choices which are solution based. So how can you use question for thinking? The question thinking system. You will use switching questions which are nothing but learner questions to switch from a judger to a learner mode. And when you are in a learner mode, you are less judgmental towards oneself and others. So you will cultivate awareness of the questions that we ask and the mindsets we are on. So try to use more positive questions and to have a better state of mind and being curious. So this will put you in charge for the change that you want. So during decision making, you can use ABCC process, which is being aware of the decisions and the situation, taking a pause, breathe, having curiosity, and to choose among the options. So ABCC is aware, breathe, curiosity, and choose. So you might be familiar with brainstorming, where we try to list ideas in a group to have some innovative solutions. Instead of brainstorming, you can try Q-storming, which is question storming. For innovative answers, you should ask right questions. So instead of listing ideas, you should start with listing the questions which can trigger new ideas. So you should list questions first instead of ideas, so that you can come up with innovative questions leading to innovative answers. You should focus on posing questions than answering. There are some 10 tools that you can use as part of question thinking. Empower your observer. So how you can be in the observer mode. Use the choice map that we have seen as a guide to switch from a judger mode, identify it and switch it to learner mode. And you can put the questions to work to switch to a learner mode and expand from there. So you can distinguish a learner and judger mindset and have the questions. You should make friends with the judges so that you are aware of the fact that you are in a judger mode at any moment and try to switch to a learner mode. And you should question the assumptions that you are making as a judger so that you can easily switch to a learner mode. And you should take advantage of the switching questions to switch to a learner mindset. This you can use when you are working in a team to make a learner teams, which is good for everyone. And you can create breakthroughs, new ideas with question storming. And the last one is to use 12 questions for your success as part of these tools, which we will look at in the next slides. So what are the 12 questions that you can use as part of the question thinking? Number 1. What do I want? These are the questions that you can ask in any situation to switch from judger to learner mode to make better choices for the successful outcomes. Question number 2. What are my choices? Question number 3. What assumptions am I making? Question number 4. What am I responsible for? Question number 5. How else can I think about it? Number 6. What is the other person thinking, feeling, needing, and wanting? Number 7. What am I missing or avoiding? Number 8. What can I learn from this person or situation, from this mistake or failure, from this success? Number 9. What action steps make the most sense? Number 10. What questions should I ask myself or others? Number 11. How can I turn this into a win-win situation? Number 12. What is possible? So there are many concepts which cover like you should be living in the moment for a successful and peaceful life. And also there is a concept about power of now. Only now exists. There is nothing like past or future, because past was now one time and even future will be now after some time. So only now exists, and you should be aware of the power of that now so that you can be more successful and take control of your life. And there is also things about how can you be more aware of the present moment and witness the present moment without judging the things and the people. So how can you be more non-judgmental to be more successful? How can you be more open-minded and knowledge seeking? And how can you think about win-win, which is the habit 4 of the 7 habits of highly successful people. So these questions that we discussed so far can be used as a tool for some of these above concepts, like how can you be in now, how can you be more aware of the present moment, how can you be non-judgmental. So from today, try to use questions as a supporting tool for your success. If you find this useful, please like, subscribe and share, and thank you for watching.